What's up legends, welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out the GeForce RTX 5080 Vanguard SoC Launch Edition GPU from MSI. This was a review unit, so sadly it has been unboxed before, which does mean I didn't get to rip any seals or tear any plastic, but we're still gonna unbox it as if it was new. This card is just gigantic, which hopefully means gigantic performance. I love the overall design of this card with the futuristic metal backplate design and the MSI branding. We get 3 Stormforce fans, which are 7-bladed fan design for optimal airflow and minimal noise. There's an advanced vapor chamber which transfers heat from the GPU and VRAM, which is obviously going to help with cooling. Also, there's a little switch here to control the dual BIOS, which gives you the option to switch between full performance in gaming mode or low noise in silent mode. Of course, there is also RGB lighting throughout the body of this GPU. So let's get it installed so we can see that. The RGB can be controlled via MSI software, so you can set your colors and control other parts connected to your motherboard. Now, we're not going to get into any overclocking in today's video, just some simple benchmark tests showing you the performance that you can expect from this card right out of the box. System specs, just to give you more detail, we are running an AMD 9800 X3D, 32 gigs of DDR5 RAM, and we are using the MSI Mag 870E Tomahawk motherboard, and of course the 5080 Vanguard edition that you're seeing right here in this video. The monitor of choice is the recent review unit that we got from MSI also, and it's a 32-inch 4K OLED, so all of our testing will be done in 4K. First up, we'll go ahead and run a benchmark in Marvel Rivals with and without FrameGen, just to give you an idea of both the raw performance and what you can expect from using FrameGen. Now, I'm not going to get into the arguments about FrameGen. It's down to you whether you want to use it or not. Myself, personally, I like using it, but it's up to you. So this is the benchmark being run without FrameGen and still using max settings. I'll go ahead and let this play out a little and then show you the end result once it's finished. So remember, this is the result without FrameGen and still max settings. We got 106 FPS on average with 79 FPS for the 1% lows. 77 FPS was the lowest and 141 FPS was the highest, whilst the GPU temp was 49 degrees, so pretty low. I'm going to now turn on FrameGen with still max settings and let it run again, and then we can get some comparisons in for you to see. Results are in for FrameGen, and we managed 219 frames per second on average with 184 FPS for the lows. 175 was our min and 275 was the max, with the GPU temp coming in at 54 degrees. Make of these what you will, I just wanted to give you an idea of the performance of the card with and without FrameGen in some games. Now let's do the same again, but for Cyberpunk this time. As I know, everybody loves this one. First up, we have everything turned all the way up. Ray tracing, FrameGen, ultra settings, and again I'm going to let this one run a little. I do have to say, Cyberpunk with the settings turned up just looks so damn good. And honestly, any of the little quirks that you might get with FrameGen, I just don't even notice whilst I'm actually playing the game. Results are in, and for that we got 201 average FPS, a min of 186 and a max of 224. So now let's go ahead and do the same again, but without FrameGen and anti-analyzing, just so you can see what you're going to get at a raw base level. So whilst the game still looks visually awesome, you can clearly see we've taken a big hit in FPS. We're now averaging what looks to be about 30 FPS this time, so obviously a huge difference. Now again, this is still max settings, ray tracing, no FrameGen, no DLSS, just to give you an idea of what we're working with. It still seems to be fairly smooth considering the FPS, but the results are in, and we got an average of 32 with a min of 28 and a max of 38. So I'm actually going to go ahead and show some gameplay now with FrameGen and DLSS, then with DLSS but no FrameGen, and I'll have the text on the screen to show you which is which. Both play pretty awesomely, to be fair, and again, the graphics are turned all the way up, so it is demanding, but it plays super smooth with both. But it is just hugely fantastic seeing Cyberpunk run this well whilst the graphics and the game just looks so good. It really is a visually stunning game when you get to turn the settings all the way up. I ran both with the side panel on and off as I was getting some shots of the GPU, so I was trying to avoid some reflections, but the 5080 still runs fairly cool, with it getting around 60 degrees with the panel off, and again, no real difference when the panel is back on, as it does disperse the heat quite nicely, especially with the fans in the case. It doesn't just sit there and become a hotbox. It doesn't run overly loud either. Obviously at full stress the fans are going to kick in, but with my system the fans inside will kick in first, and that's what you're going to hear. But for me, I'd rather noisier fans and cooler temps than the other way around. Here is a clip though without the glass panel for you, just so you can get an idea of noise levels. It's a seriously beefy GPU, and I do have good hopes that it will hold the test of time. I used to use a 4070 Ti from MSI and I had zero issues with that card, so I am hoping that the 5080 is going to be the same. This system with the 5080 so far pretty much handles everything I throw at it, but again you do expect it to do so for the prices that you're going to be paying. Borderlands 4 even runs great. However, again, like I said earlier, I do use FrameGen because that game isn't really that optimized. That's a whole other story. So guys, that's been a quick look at the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5080 Vanguard edition from MSI. If there is anything that you'd like me to test with this card, then go ahead and let me know down below in the comments, and we'll see what we can do with some follow-up videos. For now, I'm going to enjoy some gaming and eagerly await the release of Battlefield 6. Thank you to MSI for sending this one out, and thank you to you for watching. Until the next one, I'll see you soon. Bye for now.